Be not afraid. I've always wanted to say that. Oh, no, seriously, please, don't be scared. I promise, I do not wish you harm. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Right. You don't know who I am. Sorry. I've just known you for so long that it becomes quite easy to forget that you've never met me. My name is Amiel, and I'm your guardian angel. You seem doubtful. I can't blame you. Humans tend to not know of our existence. That is by design, although I often wonder why. I do wish that we could have more personal relationships with our humans during their time on Earth. Oh, look at me, I seem to be rambling again. I apologize, sweetie. Wait, do you still not believe me? Well, here. Let me spread out my wings. Oh no, I'm deeply sorry. I'm used to more open areas. Human homes are rather cramped, and now I've gone and dumped all your belongings on the floor. Let me pick these up for you. No, you stay in bed. I can take care of this. Oh goodness, got my feathers everywhere too. I'll pick them up as best I can, sweetheart. I had no intention of doing this. Despite the, turn that interaction took, I hope I've proven to you that I am being sincere. Truly, I have been and always will be your guardian angel. You have some questions? Please, ask to your heart's content. Oh no, you're not dead. You're very much alive. Look around. These walls are all your own. Yes, I have been your guardian angel since birth. Since before birth, actually. I first saw your young soul in heaven before you were given a mortal body. To be truthful, I had seen your potential since then. I knew that you would grow to be an amazing human. Yes, heaven exists, silly. Where else would I come from? There are indeed other angels. I'm friends with quite a few. I do look forward to the day when your time comes and your soul can return home so that I can introduce you to them. Of course that will be a very, very long time from now. I intend to make sure of it. You see, that requires a long explanation. A guardian's job description is quite extensive. So, when a human is born, they are assigned a guardian from heaven. That guardian watches over that human throughout their life. We're not literally watching every single moment, we just have sort of a additional sense that tells us when something is happening. Just like taste and smell, angels have a sense to know how their human is doing. Whenever you're in need of help, or if you're very happy, or if you're going through an important life moment, I just know. I like to call it my angel's tuition. I still remember some of your big moments. Your first words, first steps, first day at school, even other things that were not firsts. Like when you saw that stray cat and tracked down its owner. I am still very proud of you for that one. Great job, sweetie. Anyway, back to what I was saying. When we're watching over our humans, we cannot prevent pain or difficulty, no matter how much we wish we could. But what we can do is help our humans through those difficult times. Like when you failed that big assignment, but you coincidentally never had your parents bring it up? Or when that jerk was picking on you, but while walking away he dropped some money and took no notice? When a human passes on, their guardian escorts their soul home, and then that guardian is assigned to a new human. Yes, I've been assigned to others before you. I still talk with them on the Rainbow Bridge, as humans say. To be honest, you are my favorite of all of my previous humans. When you do pass on, please don't tell them I said that. Thank you, I appreciate it. How long have I been doing this? I would say about 4,000 years? Not exactly sure, it becomes rather easy to lose count after a while. Are you calling me old? I'm only teasing, sweetie. I know that seems like an eternity to a human. However, I am rather young compared to some angels. Some of them have been guardians since the dawn of mankind. Exactly. Unga bunga fire bad. Do you have any other questions, sweetheart? Okay, now on to the reason I've made myself visible to you. Normally, angels are not supposed to make themselves known to humans. The only exception is when we've exhausted all other options. No, do not apologize for not noticing my attempt, sweetie. I understand that you're going through a very emotional time, and humans have a tendency to become easily overwhelmed by these feelings. You did nothing wrong. I saw you crying tonight and I simply couldn't continue to help from the sidelines. I had to step in and, as you say, take matters into my own hands. You're crying because of the way others treat you due to your identity, and I must say it breaks my heart. You have been so brave. I dare say I'm envious. You've shown such courage in telling others who you are, and some of them have completely trashed you for it. If I could curse, I would. That is just horrible. You deserve so much better. Of course you can have a hug, sweetheart. Let me wrap my arms around you. Shh. It's okay. I'm here for you. Cry as much as you need. No one can harm you here. You know, my friends and I have a special tradition. When one of our humans does something particularly great, we host a party in their name. I like to think that despite you being here on Earth, and all of us being in an entirely different plane of existence, you can feel our positivity. And some way, somehow, that positivity can feel like a divine pat on the back. On that day when you accepted who you were, I was so proud of you. I still am. But on that day, as soon as I finished crying tears of joy, I ran and told my friends. I said something along the lines of, guess what my human just did? I'm so proud of them. And they responded, we can't believe what your human just did. We're so proud of them. And I tell you, the party we had that night was the best night of my long life. And later on, when you came out for the first time, we partied even harder. Although, that party was a bit much. I think I crossed some sort of line with that life-sized cake replica. I was only kidding. There was no cake. See, what I'm trying to get at is, I feel so incredibly honored by you. When I look at you, I feel as if I'm looking at my own child. And sweetheart, you've made me such a proud guardian. I know that I've been saying a lot, but it's true. You have such a beautiful and strong soul. Yes, you can squeeze tighter. Hug me as tightly as you wish. You deserve this hug and so much more. In my many, many years of being a guardian, I've seen how many in this world treat members of the LGBT plus community. That is what they are called these days, correct? Great. You would not believe how easy it is to confuse terminology across different eras. But, as I was saying, over time your community has been treated better and better, but that doesn't mean that everything's perfect now. How I wish it would be. People like you don't deserve to go through any more mental turmoil than you already do. But I do want to tell you, despite the heartless individuals or the backwards laws that make your life unnecessarily difficult, you're doing nothing wrong. You're simply being true to your heart, and that is the most amazing thing that a human can do. I know it may not seem like it at times, but things are getting better. You constantly hear about transphobic and homophobic people, and that makes it seem like things are only getting worse, but I promise the opposite's true. For one thing, at any moment you can look at your phone and read about millions of incidents that in previous decades would not have been more than a minor note in a larger newspaper. It's so much easier to find information, and while it's an incredibly great tool for education, it can also be overwhelming. Also, news outlets prefer to post news stories that will gather negative reactions from people. It's how they get clicks and shares. I do wish they would post more positive stories, but the bad ones always get talked about more. So, they have no wish to report on the good that's happening around the world. And as I said earlier, things have been getting better and better for gay and trans individuals throughout history. And likewise, bigoted views have been getting rightfully called out as wrong more and more. That just means that those who hold those views either need to rethink their ideas, or they need to shout it louder for their voices to be heard over the majority. Humans are rather stubborn beings after all. I still don't know who started that lie that being this way is sinful or immoral. There's nothing wrong about loving who your heart desires or expressing your identity how your heart wishes. It is actually quite admirable, if I do say so myself. If only I could share a shred of your courage. Sweetie, can I look into your eyes for a moment? They're still as lovely as the day you were born. I promise you are doing the right thing. Your soul has been longing to be true for so long, and now you're allowing it to be. Know that there are cruel people out there who do not and will not accept you for your true self, but they're not worth your time. Your energy is much better spent on those who do love you, just the way you are. Believe me, they're out there. I know it. There's that lovely smile. I treasure seeing that. Now then, you should be getting some sleep. It's rather late, and you have responsibilities to attend to in the morning. No, do not worry. I won't leave you. Just lay down, get comfortable, and I'll hold you just as I've been doing. There. Now, let me hug you again. If I'm being honest, I think I might enjoy this hug even more than you. Is there anything else that you'd like me to do? I could play with your hair, rub your shoulders, anything else you need? I'm here to make you feel safe and cared for. Of course. Here, let me wrap my wings around you to keep you extra snug. Oh dear! Whew. Caught it. I really do need to be more careful with my wings. There. And now, your wish is my command. How does that feel? Good. Now, rest your eyes, sweetie. You need your sleep, and I need to get back home. Oh, no, don't fret, sweetie. I'm not leaving you. I will always be watching over you. I suppose that is true. There's no reason for me to completely return to the background now that you know of my existence. Very well then. If you ever wish to speak, whether it be about a problem or a happy moment, or even something small like the food you had at lunch, simply call my name and I will be there. Besides, I certainly will not complain about being able to spend more time with you. You are most important to me. You're worried about not believing? How could you ever think tonight was not real? I suppose the human mind is rather stubborn. If you wake up and I'm not there, you may end up convincing yourself that this was all just a very happy dream. Wait, I have just the thing. I cleaned up all my feathers off your floor, and I was going to just get rid of them, but what if instead I gave them to you? That way, not only would you have a reminder of me, but when you wake up, you can see these feathers and know that what you experienced was real. Of course, sweetie. Anything for you. I'll set these down over here. Now, you really must get your sleep. A human your age is recommended between 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night, and I know that doesn't always happen. There's no shame in staying up late, it's just not the healthiest habit. I promise you, we will meet again. Your existence is so precious, and I eagerly await the next time we speak. It's time to sleep now. I want you to feel energized in the morning. And hey, maybe next time I can stop myself from throwing your property all over the floor. Good night, sweetie. Never forget how beautiful the real you is.